The story everyone is talking about in the US today, and we have the latest updates right here. Welcome to USA News. If you don't want to miss what happens next, subscribe now. Here is what we know so far. Breaking news. Trump's name ordered off the Kennedy Center, court battle reaches dramatic new stage. A dramatic legal showdown unfolded in Washington late Friday night as workers prepared to remove President Donald Trump's name from one of America's most iconic cultural landmarks, the Kennedy Center. After weeks of controversy, courtroom battles, and political tension, a federal judge's deadline arrived, ordering Trump's name to be removed from the front of the historic Performing Arts Center. But as midnight approached, an unexpected obstacle emerged: severe thunderstorms sweeping through the nation's capital. According to court filings, the Trump administration informed the judge that workers were actively carrying out the removal but had been forced to slow down due to safety concerns caused by the dangerous weather. Officials said the work would continue overnight and be completed in the early hours of Saturday morning. The scene outside the Kennedy Center was remarkable. Scaffolding surrounded the building as crews worked under bright lights, while groups of spectators gathered nearby watching every move. Some members of the crowd reportedly chanted, "Take it down," turning the removal effort into a highly visible public event. This latest chapter comes after U.S. District Judge Christopher Cooper ruled that adding Trump's name to the Kennedy Center was not legally authorized. The judge concluded that only Congress has the power to approve a name change for the institution, which was originally established as a memorial to President John F. Kennedy. The ruling not only ordered the removal of Trump's name but also blocked plans to temporarily close the center for major renovations. The Trump administration fought aggressively to stop the order. Government attorneys argued that changing the name now could create confusion if future appeals ultimately restore it. They also claimed that some donors contributed specifically because of Trump's association with the center and warned that fundraising efforts could suffer if the name disappeared. In emergency filings, administration lawyers insisted that removing the signage only to potentially reinstall it later would make little sense. But the courts were unconvinced. Both the district court and a federal appeals court rejected emergency requests to halt the ruling. The appeals panel allowed the original deadline to remain in place while the broader legal fight continues. Meanwhile, attorneys representing Democratic Congresswoman Joyce Beatty accused the administration of deliberately waiting until the last moment to challenge the order. They described the emergency appeal as an effort to delay compliance and called the government's actions a manufactured crisis. The controversy has sparked intense public reaction. Supporters of Trump argue that the administration has every right to modernize and improve the Kennedy Center. Critics, however, view the name change as an inappropriate political move involving a national cultural institution that honors President Kennedy's legacy. Online discussions have exploded, with Americans on both sides debating whether the center should remain politically neutral or reflect the priorities of the current administration. For many watching, the story goes beyond a name on a building. It has become a symbol of a larger national conversation about presidential influence, public institutions, and the limits of executive power. As crews continue their work and legal appeals move forward, one thing is clear: this battle is far from over. By the time the sun rises over Washington, Trump's name may no longer appear on the front of the Kennedy Center. But the political, legal, and cultural debate surrounding this landmark decision is likely to continue for months to come. What do you think? Should the name have been removed, or should the administration have been allowed to keep it in place during the appeal process? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned for more breaking developments as this high-profile legal battle continues to unfold.